everybody. I hope everybody's having a really good week this week. So this week was popping and dropping is a Eiffel Tower pop-up card. And then down in the middle it just says love. So why don't we go ahead and get into it? Let's go over to Design Space and take a look at the file so you know what's in the file. I'll see you there. Guys, so here is all the basic pieces and extra pieces if you would like to use them to put in your card. We just need to go up and name and save our project, and we can go ahead and get everything cut out, and I'll meet you at the craft table and we'll put this together. I'll see you there. Okay guys, so why don't we get our pretty paper out, which this will be our stage, the ones with all the score lines and the cuts in it. This is going to be the top part, and then we'll need the two pieces that you cut out that goes on the bottom, which is the largest piece of the other cutouts. So the first thing we're going to do is work all of our score lines in the middle, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these score lines. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Okay, so we have our score lines in the middle folded, and if you haven't already, you can punch your little tabs out that look like this on each side. And the one closest to you, that's closest to the outer square, we're going to fold that one forward. This one that's closer to the center, we're just going to snip that off. And if you did the barnyard pop-up one, then this is the same setup. And we're going to also do this side. So the two outer tabs closest to the big squares, we're keeping. Then what we're going to do is get some tape, or you can use glue if you want. And on this section here, which is our last score line closest to our little tabs we cut out, we are going to take our tape and go down in that little section and lay tape down. Now try not to get in your box, but if you do, we can just snip that away. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so if you see, I do have tape over my section here, and I'll show you how to get rid of mine. I just pull my tape up, and then I just take my little pin doodad here and just make a little slit, and then I fold. Now you can see the tape, and then I'm just going to take and fold my excess back onto the tape itself. Okay, then once we have that done, we are just going to fold it in half and try to line it up as best as you can. And then we have this little like table section. Okay, now you can take scissors, or you can get a cutting board, And we are just going to snip just a little off of this center edge here so it lays nice and flat. So I'm going to land mine down over where I know my cutter is, and I'm just putting it just on the other side of the edge. So that's how little we're going to take off. I'm going to try to make sure it's straight. And that's about how much I took off. And this, when we do it this way, allows our card to open nicely. So that's how the inside is looking, on the back side I should say. And then it will set like this. So why don't we go ahead and work these two score lines at each side. So I'm going to do that. So now it should look like this on the bottom. So we have like a little table here. So now what we're going to do is turn it over on to the face of this on the front. And then we're going to push, see how it's standing up? Now I'm going to push this down, and we're going to put tape on each side. Okay, now that we have the tape down, now we're going to fold this piece down, and then we have our first tab and our second tab. We're going to put tape on the tab closest to us. So let's do that on each end. So you should be having your page look like something like this, your piece. Now what we're going to do is get our largest piece of pretty paper we cut out, if you're doing all three pieces that's in the file. And we're going to take this off one of our sides, and we are going to lay it flat down and line it up on our tab. So that's how it's looking on the side. Okay. Now we're going to lay this in flat like this and take our piece off. And we're going to lay this down. So I'm holding this piece down and lining it up and go down nice and slow. And then we'll have the side that looks like that. Okay. Now we're going to take the center tape off and do the same thing. So make sure you push your tab back the other way. so everything is laying flat. Now we can go ahead and put our piece on. And then we'll lay this piece so it's flat, fold forward, take our tape off, and then we'll bring our paper to our tape. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we have it, guys. Our cute little stage. Cute, cute. Okay, now we can take our tabs and work them forward. Just love how this is turning out. So there you go. You can see the legs now. So we have all of our legs up. Now we can go ahead and get our pieces out for our Eiffel Tower that goes in the middle. And that's the bigger one. And if you want, what I thought would be cool is I cut out 2 paper Eiffel Towers, and then I did some shiny holographic to go on top. I tried to cut the little X's and little squares in the paper, and it didn't work so well. I also tried the embossing on the Cricut, and you might can see them, and then I took some ink and went over it thinking that it might raise the embossing and just bring it out more. It really didn't. So I thought this way would be cute. And I did like a little spare one. And this is what it turned out like with the paper on the back of it and then the vinyl on the front. If you don't have vinyl, you could just do the embossing or try to cut out, or you could just leave it plain just like this. It would still be cute. So I'm going to go ahead and decorate, put these on the front, and then I'm also going to put together the love that I'm putting underneath the Eiffel Tower. So why don't we go ahead and get the pieces for that and do that. All right, now that we have our love finished, if you're going to put this on the bottom, we're just going to glue it to our center tab. This I put underneath the Eiffel Tower. And one will go facing us, and then the other one will go the opposite way, like so. And then we're going to just glue them to each other. So I'm going to pick this up. Uh-oh, it fell. So one way on the little tab there. So there's our tab. I'm going to try to center mine as best as I can. And then we'll put the other one on this side, and then we'll put it together, kind of like a tent. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's how the front is looking, and I just put a little glue on that tab right there. And then we're going to turn around, and you want to line this side up like so to match your other side. Okay, let's do that. And now I have the back side on. And then we're just going to put a little glue like at the top of like maybe the E and the L, and then we'll make it fold. See how we're leaning into it like a little TP. So let's do that. Okay, that's what it looks like, and everything still folds up nicely. Now we're going to put our Eiffel Tower on, and our legs should match up right on those tabs, like so. And we're just going to glue it to the tabs, or tape. You can use tape. So let's go ahead and do that. Now on these back tabs, you want the tab to be on the outside of your leg so you don't see the tabs. That's what we're looking like. So now what we can do is move on to our other decorations. There's a lot of fun stuff in this file. So I'm going to take the bush that we have here and then the flowers that go on it, and we can go ahead and put those together. So let's do that. Now we have our cute little bush done, and I'm gonna put mine in front like so. And I'm also gonna decorate the light that we made in there. So let's get that out and do that. Now we have that done. Our little couple Getting some smooches. And now I'm going to put the tree up in the back, decorate it, and our little cafe. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay guys, so this is what it's looking like so far. Now what we're going to do is put on the front pages. And I'm just going to finish decorating mine up, and then I'll be back to show you what I came up with, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so here is the finished product. Look how cute this turned out the front. Eiffel for you. And then we have an Eiffel Tower and the little fella here with the balloon carrying him up. I just love it. And then we open it up and look at all this cuteness going on. We have our little couple up here and our little light, and then our love underneath the tower. And then look at our coffee shop in the back. Let's not forget it. And our two little chairs underneath the trees. And then, of course, on the back, we have a place where we can write a message to someone. So if they want to display it, their message isn't shown. And this is just so freaking cute. I love it. I can't wait to see what you guys do, if you use all the pieces or just some of them. I just think there's so much to be done with this. I love her little red shoes down here too. Do you guys know why tourists always take pictures in Paris? Because the tower is an Eiffel. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by and crafting with me. Don't forget to stop by next week to see what's popping and dropping. Bye!